Good morning, my fellow friends of YouTubers. This is Kurt, and welcome back to the Kurt's Place channel here on the YouTube. Well, guys, it's time for another arcade game review. Now, this time we're going to be taking a look at Tetris. This is a game I remember playing back in 1988 when this came out in the arcades made by Atari. Now, I want to mention, don't forget to click the subscribe button. Also, if you like what you see, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you have any comments, leave those in the comments section down below. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll check out the intro screen here on Tetris, and we'll actually do some gameplay here on Tetris. This is a really neat game. I remember playing this game. Back in the day when it came out on the Game Boy. This is one of my first ever Game Boys I played on black and white on the Game Boy back in the day, and I loved it. And the arcade versions I liked even more. They added some enhancements and things to the arcade version too. I made it a lot of fun. Now, the concept of Tetris is actually pretty easy. You know, what you're trying to do is you're trying to line up all the pieces without leaving any gaps, and you're trying to see if you can get four of them all lined up at the same time. So the concept's actually very easy, but the game itself is actually very addictive. It starts out slow, but then it picks up speed pretty quickly, and it really gets to be frantic. And it's one of those games that I remember playing a lot back in 1988. So I think you're going to really get a kick out of this game. So let's go begin some gameplay here on Tetris. And this is going to take all the people that actually made the game, and a lot of people are actually involved in making Tetris. And it was kind of fun how simple the game was, yet how popular it was. And you can still play Tetris today on a lot of the, they have apps and things now for Tetris now. In addition to that, they have a lot of consoles and things like that that offer throwbacks and everything, and different versions of Tetris as well. So a very, very cool game. So let's begin. Now, in this version of Tetris also, you can also play, have somebody playing against you too, if you want to, which is kind of cool too, how they do that over here too. Really, really cool. I always like that two-player aspect of Tetris too, especially on this arcade version. So let's begin. Now, I always like to start out on the easy level, and then you're going to see that it ramps up in difficulty pretty quick. And then it's nice, it always gives you little instructions here on what you're supposed to do. Now, the one thing to keep in mind too with Tetris is it's a game that starts out, it starts out not too crazy, but then you're going to see it speeds up pretty quickly too. And you can control how fast the pieces fall using the joystick too. You can control actually how fast they fall. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying not to leave any gaps. That's what you want to try to do in the pieces. So you can slide them in sideways, you know, any way you can do it without leaving any gaps. That's what I always try to do on Tetris. And the music was always really cool too. I always thought the music was great too. Now this is going to be a one-line I'm going to get here. You're going to see it gives you points based on how many you do at once. Now that was a one-line. And it also tells you how many lines you have to complete there. That's what it means, lines left. That's how many more you have to complete till you move on to the next round. You see the little guy that comes out there that dances? There you go. Notice the music picked up. See how the speed of the music picked up? Now I just got to do one more line here, and then we'll go on to the next round. Now this will complete this round here. And you get a bonus based on how high the stack is. The lower the stack, the more bonus you get, basing up from the top to the bottom. So you want to keep that stack as low as possible. Now you notice the music changed too. Now, if you get 4 in a row, that's called a Tetris. If you clear 4 lines at once, that's called a Tetris. And you're going to see, you can tell what your next piece is too. If you look on top, it'll tell you what your next piece is coming up too. This is going to be a. I want to see if we get a Tetris here. So what I need now is I need a big piece to come up so I can complete a Tetris. Let's see if we get that. We need one of those red pieces to come up. And you can see you can kind of slide them in sideways too. Alright, so this is going to be a Tetris. Now watch, I'm going to clear 4 lines all at once, and you get a big bonus for that too. So you see how neat? It's a really, really neat game. The other one there. Got 2 more lines to clear. Isn't that neat? It's so much fun to play. It's so addictive too. And you can see the concept's fairly simple on what you have to do. It's not very complicated, but it's a lot of fun. And it just takes practice to get better at it. It just takes practice. I have a lot of fun with the Tetris. I always do. I find it very relaxing. And you see how the stack can get out of control? Uh-oh. I just made it through that one. I love the dances too. Now here you have bricks you have to work around. So you see how that's what's great. It offers a lot of variety and gives you a new challenge too. So you gotta see it's a lot of fun. Uh-oh. Oh. Now you also can continue if you want, but you also have the option of starting over a new game too if you want. So you can see Tetris is a really cool game. Now, also thing that's nice too is you can put your high score in too on the arcade version too. All right, guys, so there's Tetris, a really cool game. I highly recommend that you try if you get a chance. Now, I also want to mention, by the way, too, I try to put up 2 to 3 videos a week. I try to have my Sunday videos or my premiere videos between 12 and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's an open chat room there as well. You can ask me questions and things. And I also want to mention, too, by the way, if you want to help show your support for the Kurt's Place channel, there's merchandise available from the Kurt's Place channel store. Link in the video description down below. And did you notice how I put the high score there in the bricks? Isn't that sharp? Really cool stuff. And I also want to mention, by the way, too, when you're watching a video, if you look on the top right-hand corner, there's a little icon. If you click on that little icon, it's going to open up links to other videos I have, such as other arcade game reviews and other things as well. All right, guys, thanks once again for tuning in to the Kurt's Place channel on YouTube. Hope you all have a great day now. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye now. See you next time. Take care. Have a great day now. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye now.